what news do you read? What kind of picture do you have over this blockchain and Bitcoin and Ethereum field?
So look, I mean, I know that nobody talks about money more than I do. I don't think anybody on the internet talks about money more than I do. Okay. This is a made up piece of paper. So for all of you out there, for the Jamie Dimons in the world that says, oh, cryptocurrency is a fiat currency. Dude, there's nothing more fiat than this bullshit right here. People are only as confident in this as what they deceive themselves to be confident. This is a piece of paper. This is no more valuable than a sticky note. So all currency, all money, cryptocurrency, paper currency, gold, it is only as valuable as the people that give it value, right? Now, I mentioned earlier, I think it's bubbling out right now. Like it's kind of crazy at this 10,000 mark, right? This 8 to 10,000 mark, but I would have said that at 5,000 too. So I'd have been wrong all the way up. However, I did keep the 50 grand that I have. The conversation that I have is different than what a lot of my friends have. A lot of my friends just don't understand it. Like they're like, I don't even understand it. You know, I do believe that currencies will change to something else. I hate gold. I've never owned gold. I never owned gold because I can't use it. What I like about crypto is I can actually use it. It's mobile. It's easy to move, right? I mean, the reality is most people don't even have cash. This is already really digits, right? If I go drop it in the bank, it's digits. It becomes digits. So the beautiful thing about a blockchain currency or a crypto, right, is that it is measurable and trackable. I know where it's coming from, right? I know how much is printed. I don't know how much paper is printed. Now, where I get bothered, and maybe this is a lack of education on my part, is that when you start, how many cryptos are there now?
Over 1,000 different.
That's a problem.
But that's the thing, Grant. We have to realize that all cryptocurrencies are not currencies. It's a misleading word, cryptocurrency, right? Because currently we see whole new business models being built on top of the blockchain. And so, for example, different stores will in the future and already are launching their own cryptocurrencies. And this can be compared to loyalty points, for example, because your loyalty points in an airline or in a store, that's kind of a currency. It has value. But now we're able to put it on the blockchain and it's easier to exchange. So if you have some kind of airline bonuses, I can swap with you for my grocery points, right? Yeah. So this is the new economy we're entering on the blockchain. And also what I find interesting is how real estate will change as well. Because for the first time ever, you can now tokenize your house, your building, your apartment, and sell tiny parts of it. So the amount of cryptocurrencies doesn't mean that all of them are competing with each other. They all have different purposes. If I have a building, I can tokenize it, and it will be its own cryptocurrency, and I can sell maybe square inches of my building. Just an example of how blockchain can be applied to different industries. And real estate is only one example. Also, we see finance, of course. Currently, we have kids, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds already using Bitcoin. They are too young to have a bank account, but they can already now do business with crypto. And when they will come to a bank and get their first credit card and bank account, and the bank will tell them, you know what? To do a transaction to Africa, to Indonesia, it will take a week. Also, we're closed on the weekends. And those people will just say, what is going on? Why are you not using blockchain, cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that, right? Okay, but here's the deal, right? So and this is with any new idea, and this is where my books and my programs help people. Okay, you have to. The problem is never ever the price or the product or the service. It is the uncertainty. Mm-hmm. You know, when you come out with a new idea, it doesn't matter. Like if Jesus brought out a bread and said, hey man, you too can walk on water, my brothers and my sisters. Just like I did, you can too. You can skippity dip right over the water. Bro, you would still have to sell that to people. right? If every person that took this little Holy Ghost, this little piece of bread, could skippity dip over the water, you would still have to convince people, and the world is going to attack anyone that even makes that claim. So, and that's what's going on with cryptos or any new ideas today, right? You're going to get all these people hating on it that are at risk because of it. But I totally agree with you. Why would a bank be closed on Saturday and Sunday? You know why? Because they're greedy motherfuckers that have been making too much money for too long and didn't have any competition. Same thing with the stock market. The stock market will hate the cryptos. Why? Because stocks are basically bullshit pieces of paper that people blow some freaking breath of, we're going to make a bunch of money. Most of these companies don't even make money, man. So when I hear my peers talk about crypto like it's bullshit, I'm like, dude, you want to talk about bullshit? Let me tell you about some bullshit. Bank of America stock is bullshit. Total bullshit, dude. Complete garbage, nonsense, bullshit. Why? How do I know that? Bank of America will not even lend me money on Bank of America stock. They will not lend me money to borrow, to buy stock in their company, but they'll lend me money to buy real estate. So because they know the real estate is real. Now your job and all the crypto guys out there that are in love with this, you guys, your job is to make sure people understand how simple it is, how real it is, and how easy it is to use. Mm-hmm. And that might be an experience, man. I mean, why don't they give everybody like one Bitcoin to start with? Mm-hmm.
And also
I don't mean a whole Bitcoin. Like, what's a fraction? How much of a Bitcoin can I get? Any fraction?
It's called Satoshi, and I think it's 100. You can divide it in 100 million parts. One Bitcoin can be divided in 100 million parts.
Francisco, can you figure that out? What is 8,000 divided by how much? How many pieces can I divide it into?
100 million.
100 million. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give every one of my customers for Christmas a tiny piece of my Bitcoin. So what? So it's 8,000. So anyway, whatever, dude. You see what I'm saying? What I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute a bunch of Bitcoin to all my customers.
Right.
And what does that do? Okay, it creates confidence because people are like, dude, now I got Bitcoin. The problem you guys have is y'all have Bitcoin conversations and crypto debates. And you sound like a bunch of fucking like you sound like you're from another world. Just give me the freaking Bitcoin, bro. Just give me a piece. What does a drug dealer do? He doesn't explain his drug. He's like, just try it, man. Try it, bro. See? And then what would happen is I would become addicted to the ease of use.
Right.
By ownership. The problem I think most crypto and blockchain conversations have is you guys spend too much time in the idea and not enough time in transferring, like literally moving product from one person to the next.
Definitely, it's too much technology, tech people, and too little marketing and sales people. And also one challenge we currently have is to break all the negative news that are going on. Because you might have heard that on the news, you basically hear that Bitcoin is used for buying drugs, for buying weapons on the dark net, and so on and so forth. But the funny thing is, that is exactly what people told about the internet when that was new. Why would you want to be anonymous on the internet? Do you have something to hide? Do you want to do money laundering, and so on and so forth? So it's a lot of negative news as well.
Whatever. You're going to have the haters. I mean, look, if you're not going, the more success this becomes, the more haters you're going to have. That success brings haters. Okay. So fires bring fire trucks. Success brings haters. So what? That will be the least of the attacks. Okay. When groups or products start getting attacked, that's when I become interested in them. I'm like, shit, man, it must be something here, man. Because why else would people try to hold it down? Some of the things that have changed and improved my life the most are the things that were most debated and controversial. Like, show me what's on the tabloids. I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, why are they trying to hold that deal down? Because the tabloids are easily manipulated, just like fake news. CNBC is going to be manipulated to talk against blockchain, right? So Why? Because they're threatened, dude. Wall Street would be under a threat for some period of time. People that don't understand feel threat. I have fear when I'm uncertain. So like people don't want to go to Iran. I'm like, I got to go to Iran. I become highly interested in Iran because people won't go there because I know the bullshit I see on TV can't be true. It's an attempt to get me to think a certain way. Now, on the other side of that is the guy that's too open-minded. And you're going to see a bunch of these in your space. Dude, these people are so open-minded, man. Like, every idea is a good idea. And that's where, in the first part of my conversation, I'm probably not going to make a bunch of money in crypto because my ideas are very focused. I am closed to many things. I buy real estate. I invest every penny I have in income producing real estate so that I can accelerate the growth of my money faster than the rate at which it depreciates in value. So my business is really simple. It's